Here we are at 13 Timber. That is Chapel Road. This is what the street looks like. The house. We kind of slope down a bit, coming through big, tall, healthy trees, well-maintained grass. So come through. Excuse me. All right. So come in. This was a little loose when I unlocked the door. All right. So we come in. We have tile flooring and carpet. There's a bit of a stain right there. Wallpaper, tall ceilings. This is just like the other, but it's 12 feet or so. And this, I've seen people either use it as a formal dining or kind of like put piano, office kind of type for this area. We got 13 feet that way, and it kind of does this little curve. So I'm gonna go to this wall and we'll be at 13 feet, 3 inches that way. This is the front that you see, big, tall window. There's no lights on currently. This is all natural lighting. So all natural lighting. We come into the living room, carpet again, can lights up here. We have a built-in cabinets. And our fireplace is very clean. Don't see any gas. I have to double check, but this is what we see outside from the living room. Big open area. Come through, and that was the entrance over there. We'll come through to another living area. We have off kitchen dining. This is a little spot where people used to pay bills and stuff. This is that texture. We've seen it a few times now. Comes through big windows. These windows are 7 feet or so. They're big. Different floorings over here. This is our kitchen. We have this big bar right here. It's high, so we're about 3 feet 8 inches from the ground. So it's pretty high. Big kitchen, original cabinets. There's no lights on right now, so exactly, maybe this is it. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the lights on. We have our electric cooktop, over the range microwave. There's no vent that goes up to the attic or out through the attic. That's just something that they do in homes. They have ventilation now above the cooktop. We got a double oven. There's this island right here. We're looking at about, it's not the biggest island, 3 feet 2 inches that way. And then it has this cutout, but right here, we're looking at a 2 feet 7 inches this way. But plenty of countertops around like that. I bet this is the pantry. Yeah, big, good sized pantry. We're looking at 3 feet 6 inches to that wall and 5 feet 7 inches to that wall. And it's about 8 feet, so the ceiling comes down in here. Once again, that texture. It's granite, this tile coming through. That doesn't have any doors, so you can kind of see the plug for the microwave. Okay, so if we come this way, we have in-ceiling speakers, can lighting. Once again, still tall ceilings, giant windows. These are huge windows. It's your backyard. Wood flooring, same texture on the walls. Fluorescent lighting right there. And we have our AC unit. Filter changed. It looks like from 2014. And here it looks in good shape though. Okay, Come into this bathroom. All right. So separate dual vanities. Oh, nice. Little cubby hole. Sorry. Now we have that same texture but different color in here. Tile flooring. This is going to be the cultured marble, or it's original to the house, I bet. I don't think it's an iron tub. This is some regular tile. That's probably original to the house as well as those faucets. Coming through here. A little hallway. Coming to this room. Dirty carpet. The ceilings are 8 feet in here. This is that room we're looking at. We're looking at 11 feet 10 inches this way and 12 feet 5 inches that way. Got a window. This is going to be to the side of the house. If you're looking at the house, this is to the right. Got that side over here. Let's check the closets. Bigger closet. So we got 7 feet 10 inches to that wall, 2 feet 10 inches to this wall. There's a plug up there. They probably had a TV mounted. I'm gonna blame for this air and the ceiling fan being on. Okay, next room. We'll put this. It's 11 feet 11 inches, so basically 12 feet that way. There's a little cut in for. There's no lights on. This is the light on. There's a little desk cut in area over there. Then we have 11 feet 6 inches this way. This desk area itself is built in and 3 feet 7 inches by about 3 feet 3 inches from this corner. Coming in, similar size closet to the last one. 7 feet 11 inches, 2 feet 10 inches. This is what we see outside. Once again, we're to the right of the house, looking out if you're looking at the house. Okay, so that was that side. I believe there's another side, correct. Okay, so we'll come through here. Once again, that's the entrance. We went around. Now we're right here. So that's, there's sink, like a little bar area. Used to be the style back in the day. Okay, and then we have the laundry room, which has its own sink. It's an electric dryer. Going outside, this is the front of the house. That's the ironing board. Big selling point. Haven't seen many signs of movement or anything like that, so that's been good. Wow, big garage. Okay, so we're in the garage. It's pretty big. Let's see, we're looking at 31 feet 7 inches that way, and 22 feet 10 inches this way. It'll be a 3-car garage. This should be the water heater. Yeah, that's your drain coming out. Oh, nice. I've never seen it digital. It was installed in 2012. Okay. So that's the garage. We'll come through. I don't know if you can hear that sound. It's like I think it's the air. I don't know. There's a doggy door. I'm gonna go in the backyard. Okay. So outdoor speaker. We have covering until here. So I'll go from the shade. There's a little bit more, but I'll just go from the shade. Yeah, let's go from the thing. Looking about close to 9 feet. And then this little portion right here is, where's my laser? 13 feet 2 inches. So big addition with this part. As you can tell, the land slopes down. I'll have to double check, but that looks like the septic tank. Everything looks to be in good shape. That is Chapel Road. Chapel is fairly equivalent to Old McGregor when we were looking at the Oak Spring house. So just something to keep in mind. I'm not sure which one would be busier, but they're probably close to equivalent. There's our AC unit coming through. Big yard. This is giant. Riding lawnmower for sure. Your neighbors have a pool. It's built pretty high up too. There's a lot of cement. But yeah, you guys have your own little forest back here. Come through. Nice shade. The house looks like itself from the back. Yeah, I'm willing to. Yeah, I bet that's the septic. I'll have to double check the seller's disclosure. Okay, I forgot there's a whole nother side of the house. All right, so coat closet. Come through once again, tile, carpet. Come through to the other side. We have wallpaper. That tile, some built-in cabinets. Interesting, cool. So, like the original, wallpaper might be close to original. Same tile and tub that was in the other bathroom. Good healthy window, commode, and we're looking at the front of the house. We'll go across. Got another closet, yeah. Got some coax and Cat 5. Well, yeah, Cat 5. Large room. Really large room. It's funny that I think all the houses have had that casing that we've seen in the bedroom, primary. 15 feet 7 inches this way. Let's do this. 19 feet 8 inches this way, but there's this little 1 foot 10 inches that way. So big room. And then we're looking towards the backyard over here. That's what we see in the back. Little scuff marks. Some right there too. Come through to the bathroom. Okay, all right. So this is the bathroom. Separate vanities, the commode, storage, toilet. We have a jetted tub right here. This is that kind of goldish brass looking thing. We have 4 feet 6 inches this way, 3 feet 4 inches that way, and it's probably about 7 feet. Little bench right there. And then we'll come to the closet. So it would be a shared closet. It's got a good size to it. We're looking at 12 feet 4 inches that way. 6 feet 3 inches this way with built-in shelving there and built-in shelving here. 8 feet ceilings in this closet, and then it goes higher. Okay, and then I believe there's another room. Okay, HVAC unit, yeah. Another one over here. Come this way. Just storage. Oh, another water heater. Okay, there's our drain. Still, it's been carpet in here. The ceiling's kind of vaulted. We got 12 feet 9 inches that way. 11 feet 3 inches this way. This is what we see out the front. And this is our closet. Okay, well, it's pretty big. I'm walking in. We're looking at 8 feet 10 inches to that wall and 3 feet 3 inches to that wall. 8 foot ceilings in here, 10 to 12 foot ceilings over here. That's likely. Okay, I think that's everything. Come out to this. Chandelier. Built-in speakers. Okay, so some rocks with the little for your walkway. Got a sidewalk to the side where your driveway is. Everything looks pretty healthy on the house. So you see the slope that goes up, kind of comes down. Everything's angled this way for drainage, so I wouldn't imagine drainage being a problem. And then that's your neighbor, so you got a barrier from your neighbor to your right. And that's everything.